everyone, how are you? I'm going to teach you how to run faster. I don't even know if I'm live yet because Facebook is a little weird in their stuff. How are you? My name is 𝗕𝗵𝗶𝗀, physical therapist with Run Smart Online. So here's the deal. Most people, when they run, they like to overutilize certain muscle groups. Main muscle groups they like to overutilize are their quads and their calves. So if you're someone who feels like your legs lock up when you run towards the later stages of a race or a long run, or your calf seize up, this is a great thing that you can use and learn about to improve your run form and to get faster. So if you're interested in learning more about this, you can go to the link in this post or 𝗕𝗿𝗄𝘆.com. On July 12th, I'm teaching a 4-week boot camp that covers a lot of this stuff. It's our second year for doing that. But here's the deal, the second deal, because I already said that. But if you struggle holding your pace towards long runs, there's actually things you can do in your run form to tweak it. So let me show you a video of a runner, and then I think it'll be a little bit easier to understand what I'm talking about, of how people are overutilizing their calves. And the key thing you want to do is you want to shift from your calves and your quads. Let me show you right here. You want to shift from your calf down here in your quad, which is the front of your thigh, and you want to try to use these muscle groups up top. You want to try to run from your glutes, what Gary Gray would call your front butt or your hip flexor, and then your core muscle groups. The trouble is when most runners run this way, I'm going to show you in half speed here, and they have these low swinging heels. I call it banana running. Like your feet kind of run like a banana. And let me go ahead and just show you. See how they follow that track? The legs never really pick up, and truthfully, most runners are running this way. They never pick their feet up. They catch their feet. They scuff their heels. And if you watch back at this runner, let's delete this. I'm just going to show you. We're just going to put a pin on his knee here. And just watch as this leg swings through. You can see how really nothing else is moving but that leg is just swinging through. And it actually happens from back here. There's no really activation and pull through on the hip flexor or utilizing the glutes. And that pull through that's happening, if we watch his knee, is all the quad just kind of firing the leg through. And then you end up getting back here a strong push on the calf rather than engaging the glutes. What we really expect to see is at this push-off phase, and let me back up here for a second and just kind of tell you that when you push off and you're running, like if it should make sense, when you push off from one point, you want to travel as far as you can to down the road and the next in that stride. So like ideally, if you could push off and go maybe 1 or 2 inches further for every step that you take, it'd be super helpful to do that. But when we have runners that are running, and many of you are probably like this, you see this runner's pushing off here and touching down here. This push off and touchdown is that's how far you're traveling on every single step. Now imagine for a second if you could push off and maybe travel to here. That distance, when you're taking 80 steps a minute, is really going to add up over and over and over again, and it's really important to do that. Tough part is most of us are running this way. So here's what you need to do to try to fix this. And again, if you want some help with this, go to the link in this post. We're going to teach people how to just run faster by improving their run form. The key here is, let's go to this right here. At push off, it's nothing that has to do back here. You actually, if you can teach yourself to fire from the hip flexor, the glute, and the core by just making a couple changes that we call, driving the knee. That's why we call the program Need for Speed. And you learn how to drive that knee forward on the horizontal, it'll actually cause this back leg to pick up in the air and then come back down and get this more elliptical type motion. And what that does is it allows you to travel further on every step. I'll show some videos in the upcoming days of how to do this, but if you've ever seen like a really good runner and you're like, wow, that form looks really good because they're pushing off and they're traveling, kind of like a gazelle. There's ways that you can do that in your own running and break away from this. While this might feel comfortable to run this way, let me show you again if you're just joining me. While it might feel comfortable to run this way, it's not, you can get down the road. You can run this way and you can get success at some level, but there's this whole other way to run that is really like you're leaving a ton of speed on the table. Even if you don't care about running faster, some simple changes can help you open this stride up a little bit so you're not just like pushing off from here and touching down here and then just kind of working your way down the road, because the more time you spend on the ground, the more time you're slowing down. That's the reality of it. So if you're interested in learning how to open your stride a little bit, you can follow me in the videos. I'll be doing them every single day through the month of June and part of July to help you guys understand that. If you want to join me in my 4-week boot camp, go to the link in this post, and the program's called Need for Speed. It's the second year we're doing it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Check out my videos tomorrow. Check out Need for Speed, and I'll teach you or see you something tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.